Hey everyone. Hey guys. Hey, I'm Christy Asherbrander. I'm the Angel Lady and I help people move beyond their limits. You guys, it's Fireside Friday, Messages with Spirit, episode number 7. Thanks for joining me. I'm super excited to be here. I've taken the entire week off because I needed a break. I worked so hard last week that I was just like, I just can't do it this week. So I'm here though. I'm here on Fireside. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to share my gift with everyone. So before we get started, I just wanted to explain the way that this works for me. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. Basically, I am not the Long Island Medium and I'm not Tyler Henry, although I love both of them so very much. I think they're amazing. I basically do my best. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I strive to be as good as them, but who knows, maybe someday. But in the meantime, I'm here to practice and to share my gift with the world and to help bring some healing to those that have lost some loved ones out in the world there. So here I am. So I'm still new to Fireside, even though this is episode number 7. I still don't really know how it works, and they've updated the app. So people with Android can now also join, which is amazing. I'm super excited about that too. So I'm going to say hi to Louise. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Michelle, Emily, Nicole. There's not a lot of you here tonight. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Jenny. My friend Jenny's here. Hello, EKTA91. Hi, Jill. And of course, my husband William is here. Hi, Sanja. You guys, thanks for joining me. Who wants to come on live and hopefully get a message from Spirit? Anybody willing? Anyone want to jump up to the plate? Raise your hand. Somebody raise your hand. Please, please talk with me. I'm just kidding. We got a thumbs up. Thumbs up, a couple of thumbs up. Peace out. Hello, everyone. So I had a question about past lives. I'm struggling. Louise would like to know about past lives. Jenny's getting Renee in. Hello, Renee. Hi, Anthony. You requested to speak. So Louise and Anthony, I feel like are the two of you together? I feel like I have a memory of that. All right. Louise, I'm going to pull you up. Let's see what your question is. I'm trying to figure it out here. Hold on. Give me a second. Gotta love this. Invite to video. Louise.
I'm sorry. By the end of the week, I'm just so fried. I'm so sorry. I spoke with you last week. I have a foster
I knew
child.
it was a familiar name. I wasn't sure. I forgot to put this in Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, no, I can't even look at myself. I can't move. I've got
Stop
2
it. You're
dogs, 2
fine.
cats on the bed. So
you had a quick question about past lives?
Yeah, I just don't understand what is going on with me in this life. Such a connection to animals, so much ridiculous loss, terrible stuff. And I know that a couple, like my grandmother on my dad's side, supposedly like super evolved. I think my mom is very evolved. She's passed on. And I keep trying to do the right thing. I mean, I volunteered for senior centers. I have a foster child. I'm a stepmom. I was an elementary teacher for, years. We rescue animals. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on with me. I was just wondering if,
Okay, what's going on though? Can you describe?
Can I describe? I gotta sit up, girls. I'm sorry. No, it's just such a connection with animals.
I love your stand. It's beautiful.
What?
Woo, there's a kitty too.
Oh, that's Belle and Sawyer and Leo Finn and Snowy and Buttercup. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I just love one of those people. I can't handle losing animals, but I can't be without animals. And I just was wondering if there's something in my past lives that's a connection to this. I'm just so sensitive. I just don't understand. Like,
okay, so what's going on physically, mentally? Like, help me understand what's going on. Maybe I can make you make sense of it.
Well, I got to retire young about 11 years ago, and I was able to spend time with my mom. She had dementia, lost her. I did a lot of volunteer work while I was there. I
Okay.
do self-care. I mean, I go to the gym every day, eat healthy. I
Hmm.
try, but I'm just so burnt out from, I mean, I'm busy morning to night with some property from my parents. Got the guy's been stealing from us and foster child
Hmm.
and my husband and my animals. And I'm just like, I'm so burnt, just so burnt out. I just,
You're
um,
overwhelmed, overstimulated. You have no help. So what's not
right.
to understand there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know. I just asked my husband, I just went to Costco and did like 5 million errands, and I just asked him if he would make salmon for dinner. He's like, "Salmon? Really?" Like, yeah. Just- yeah, there's no help. No. It's like during the pandemic. We did everything ourselves. It pretty much hasn't changed, except we've added another
I'm going to
human.
correct you right there. You did everything yourself.
Pardon?
I
Oh,
said, I'm going
right,
to
right.
correct you right there. You did everything yourself, right?
Well, everything is just so expensive. I mean, and we just kind of
Uh-huh.
got used to it. Yeah, I just, it's just so hard. I just miss my parents so much, and my sister's far,
Uh-huh.
and I just, I don't know what's going on. I'm being hit.
So this is what we call feeling uncomfortable till the universe makes us like the universe makes us uncomfortable until we make a change in our life, right? So
Mm.
something needs to change, something needs to shift, or you're going to be continuously. This is what I call swirling the toilet bowl. So you know a toilet bowl that doesn't want to flush, it just swirls and swirls and swirls, and it fills up and fills up and fills up, and you're
Uh-huh.
like, oh shit, I got to figure this out, or it's going to overflow, right?
Right,
So right
right.
now, you're about to overflow. Girl, you got to unclog that drain. All right. And the way to unclog that drain is to find somebody to help you, change your partnership, give some things up, maybe let go of some things.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
the
completely
universal
up to
message.
you. Like, that's your life, that's your relationship, that's the way you're living. But something needs to change or it's going to overflow.
Well, I can't. I mean, it's my husband of 15 years. I
I had a
can't.
husband of 28. Don't tell me you can't.
You're too young. How is that possible? Oh my God.
I'm not as young as I look.
Got
I
it.
have gray
I'm
hair. See, look, that's gray, girl.
oh,
That's gray.
your face looks so young. You're
Oh, thank
beautiful.
you.
But
Thank you
I
so much.
come from the same ilk. I get you.
Mhm.
Totally.
So I'm
Uh,
about to be 45. I spent 28 years in a horrible relationship. I'm writing a book about it. And
mm.
I have muscular dystrophy. So
Oh,
not only am I disabled, but I had a shitty ass relationship, a shitty ass marriage. And I changed everything. I changed everything. I thought that was as good as my life was going to get. And believe me, girl, my toilet bowl runneth over. And I thought, like, this is as good as it's going to get. I'm just going to let him cheat on me. I'm going to let him treat me like shit. And I did it for a year and a half. Like, I dealt with it for a year and a half because I was sick. And then eventually, one day, the universe pushed me and pushed me and pushed me and pushed me and pushed me until I said, to hell with this. I'm all done. And I said, I am worthy of the life I desire. I am worthy of the love I desire. And now I have a wonderful, very handsome, very supportive husband. It's because I divorced the other one, right? Not
right.
saying that you need to get divorced, but I'm saying the universe is making you uncomfortable until you make a change. So the universe made me really uncomfortable until I made a change. And once
Mm.
I made that change, things started to get better for me. Now, I still have muscular dystrophy, but you know what? I still work, I still make money, I still help people, I do all the things that make me happy. And when I need a break, as I said when I first came on, I took the whole week off because I needed it, right?
You
So,
look rested. I don't notice the gray hairs.
thanks. That's called lighting, right? Let's take the lighting off. And now you can see my dark circles and my wrinkles, and then we'll put the lighting back on. But keeping it real, for real, like you just need to sign up for less, right? Just because you volunteer for something doesn't mean that your life is going to be amazing. That just means you're taking more shit on your plate, right?
Mm.
And I'm not saying that you shouldn't volunteer, but you should volunteer when you're feeling good, not because you feel like you need to. Does that make sense?
Well, I'm not volunteering for anything. It's just next week, all the programs we've waited 8 months for him to get him healthy are
Mhm.
starting. So I think next week, once that starts, I think it's going to take a step back. And then, yeah, if
Mhm.
we need more help, I mean, he has like a birthday party, just a lot of, yeah. It's a little crazy, but
You
yeah,
have
it
sex
things
for
are.
less.
So is that like a pattern? I
Yes. And that's why I call it swirling the toilet bowl, because you sit there, right? When that toilet's clogged, you got to figure it out or you're going to have a big giant mess. So, girl, you got to figure it out or you're going to have a big giant mess and it's going to continue to swirl and swirl and swirl. And you're going to be like, holding your breath until you figure it out. You've got to change something. And at
Alright.
least the toilet bowl, theory will make you laugh about it a little bit. Like, shit, I really got to unclog this toilet. We got to get some more flow in here.
Well, thank you. I
You're welcome.
appreciate you.
I hope it helps.
Yes, it will. I'm sure it will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll see you next week.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye. Okay, so yay! That was fun and interesting. It wasn't a crossover level reading, but I love giving advice and I'm really good at it too. So I hope you liked my toilet bowl theory. Who wants to come on here and have a crossover loved one connection? Or at least try, okay? I make no promises, but I'll try. I'll try to match the frequency. All right, let's see. Looking through the comments here. We have EKTA. I'm not sure who that is, but we're going to invite you and see if we can't get you on here. I'm trying. Just give me a minute. Unless you ran away. There we go.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
So what's your name?
My name is Ekta.
Etka?
EKTA. Ekta.
Eka. That's a very
You
cool
can call
name.
me Eka. It's fine.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know it's difficult for many people to pronounce.
Okay. Well,
So
thank
it's
you for
hello
understanding.
It's hello from Toronto.
Nice. Okay, so you'd like to hear from someone today?
Yes, not specifically. Like specifically my father, who has been like passed away for more than 20 years now.
Mhm.
But it's like I'm trying to figure out, like, there has been recent, you could say there has been many events and there has been something with my body. Like, I literally have bad vibes around me. Like, I get up in the morning and would just be, feeling exhausted and feeling fearing about something.
Okay.
Like, because I stay away. One reason is also I stay away from my family after marriage.
Okay.
So yeah, and there is, I don't know if you're sure about it. Like, we have heard multiple times. Like, I'm Indian basically, so we
Okay.
do have a ritual. After one passes away, there is a ritual you need to do to send them off from this planet and this life.
Into the afterlife, yeah.
So, yeah, so you just let them go and relieve from this life and these souls that he has lived on. So we did it for my father, but like somehow there were many, like, have been signs before, like he hasn't gone away. We all family members feel that. And like few people have confirmed, but I don't know what it is. Like,
Okay, so when I immediately brought you on the camera, usually I will ask a person their family member's name and who they'd like to connect to, but I got the dad energy as soon as you popped on the camera. And I feel, I don't know your culture or the rituals that you do to send your loved ones off. And it's not that he's not gone away, it's that he's there for protection. Does that make sense to you? Like, he's there to
yes.
help protect you and to guide you and to keep you safe. I feel like there's a lot of what we call superstition, of evil spirits and bad things being surrounded by you
Oh,
and your family. And he's there to help with that. It doesn't mean that you are surrounded by those sorts of things, but he's there to help calm you. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. And one thing is also like we were very young when he went away, so we
Mhm.
didn't have that chance to interact or say last goodbye
Right.
to him. So
Right.
it's always a question like I do sit in front of his photograph, and
Mhm.
we do have a photograph. There is a corner. We have a photograph of him, and we
And you
always
burn
like,
something too. He's showing me you burn things. Is it like an incense or a
yes,
yeah, he's showing
yes,
me that you
yes.
burn things too.
Yes, so whenever we sit and talk to him, we burn a candle and an incense stick, and
Yep.
then you sit and talk to him like,
Mhm.
okay, how does it feel like if I'm getting married? Like, how do
Mhm.
you feel like it? Do you
So
like the guy?
he's what he's showing me is that there is there's usually a male figure in the family that it's more in your culture, and it's sort of like a symbolism in our culture that the father is there to give the bride to the groom, and he wasn't able to do that. And you have a sister as well, correct?
Yes, yes,
Okay, so there's two of you, and he wasn't able to be there for the both of you, but he's saying he was there, and he chose to stay here for that reason, to be a part of your life. Um, there's no grandbabies yet. There's no babies yet.
yes.
There is,
No, no,
or there isn't.
there's no one. Yeah, we just married.
Okay, so he's also going to be there for that as well, and I feel like he was a part of picking out your spouse. So I don't know how that works in your culture either, if you get to choose or your family helps to choose. But he said that
Yeah,
he was a part of that.
yeah,
Does
that's
that make
really
sense to
helpful.
you?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
really helpful.
Okay. So it may be it may be new or scary to you, like being married. But he's saying you're doing a good job. And again, I do, the cultural differences between us, like I don't know what that means for you, but he's saying that you're doing a good job being a good wife. Does that make sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Like it's
so
more like my mother has always been disappointed. Like
mhm,
after he left, she feels like she hasn't done a good job, and
mhm.
like even with her, like my siblings, we are not very much well connected as a family.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's okay. Take your time.
So I always wonder, like, would it be any different if he was here?
Do you mean would your mom be any different if he was here?
No, like the equations in my like maternal side,
Hmm.
it's not really like a good family.
Hmm.
Like we do love each other, but like it's broken. It's kind of
Understood.
broken.
Okay. So he's saying that if he was here, that he would be the person to say that, you know, this is your family. That's the way, like, family is the most important thing. And that broke up after he passed. But that's the way things were supposed to happen. So I don't know if you believe in reincarnation, but he says it's a cycle, and it was a cycle that needed to be broken in order to heal. And I don't know what that means for your family. If you know his parents had some sort of a broken cycle, and it just had to happen that way to be able to, for everybody has to break apart to be able to come back together, and that will heal in time. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, kind of. That's the only hope I have.
Yeah. It will heal in time, and he's going to make sure of it from the other side.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. There is there. I don't know if you want to know this, but there's a boy coming soon. So I don't know if you're trying to
Is
have a
it?
baby, but there's a boy coming soon. So
Okay.
he shows me holding his
Okay.
hand. He's holding his hand, waiting. He's waiting to come.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Okay.
I'll wait for it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That is
He says it's very important that you know it's a boy first. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. I think I know that. Like, we do believe in astrology. So there are
Hmm.
like many, we have shown to many astrologers. I don't know how many of them are true or not true. But
Sure.
yeah, they say it's a boy first.
Okay. Well, that's good
Yeah.
validation for you then. And he will
Yeah.
be there. Don't worry, every step of the way.
Thank you so much. Like, it's been years that I have tried to connect with him, and it feels really good to,
Hmm.
getting a message from him. Thank you so much.
Good. I'm glad.
I'll
I'm
keep
so
this with
glad.
me. I'll keep joining your show though every Friday.
Okay, good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
You're welcome. You too. I'll see you later.
Yep.
Yay. Okay, that was fun. All right, so we're going to do another one. It's only 7:21. That was super quick. Who wants to come up here and say hello? Let's see who's new. Did I miss anybody? Hi, Alicia. We got Christina. Bev is here. Is Bev new? Hi, Jill. It's Jill and Anthony. Sorry, I got you guys confused earlier. I see your pictures side by side now. All right, let's see what we have for comments here. Let's see. Michelle says, I do. I'm not sure how to work this site. I can't talk tonight. We got Sanja that says, me. Louise says, I feel your pain. It's so hard to lose a parent young. Yes. Anthony says, me. Listen, Anthony, I still have Russell the Love Muscle that keeps popping into my head. I thought of him the other night. It's really interesting. Okay. We're going to invite Anthony up.
Let's see.
I hear you. I don't see you yet, but I hear you.
You have to turn yours down. Okay, let's see. We'll try it again.
There we go. Welcome back.
There we go. I'm up. You know, really, Jill and I just love you.
Oh,
You're
thank you.
incredible.
Thank you. That's so
Um,
sweet.
and I'm surprised you remembered Russell.
He
But
keeps coming to
anyway,
me into my mind.
really, again? Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Because I really just wanted to thank you because you did such a great reading.
Oh,
I knew he was going to have some stuff to work through on the
yep,
other side, and
yep,
it did disappoint me a little bit that it's going to take him a little longer to understand. But most of
yeah.
all, I wanted to thank you. You're incredible. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say.
Yeah, I mean, really, stay here on Fireside. Don't go anywhere.
I'm
Don't
trying.
leave. Don't leave because we love you here. So
Well,
just
thank
keep
you so
doing.
much. I really, truly appreciate that. Sometimes it's not a great connection and I have a bad week and I'm just like, ugh. And it's just my hope to bring healing to people and I do the best that I can. So I really, really, truly appreciate you coming on and saying that.
Yes, and because you are only human, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
try.
Even though you have a special gift, it's wonderful. But
Thank you.
and your husband's um, very lucky, very blessed to have you,
Thank
because
you.
you deserve each other.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you must have just listened to my 28-year story there.
28-year story. Been
Yeah.
there, done that.
Yep.
So I understand. I understand. We have to change what we do
We're
from
gonna smash the cycle. That's what I call it.
yes,
Smash the cycle. Flush
smash,
that toilet.
yeah, yeah. I had to do that also, and I found Jill. So
Yeah,
it took a while, but
yeah.
really that was it. I just wanted to thank you. You're wonderful, and I'll jump down off the stage, and you can give someone else a reading.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anthony. It was nice to hear from you.
Okay, all right. Bye now.
See you
Well,
later.
I'll still be here, but just off the stage.
Okay. All right. That was great. Thank you so much for that. So sweet. All right. Let's see. I appreciate you guys coming in here week after week after week after week. It's so much fun to hang out with you. Um, let's see who else we can read here. Aw, look at my husband put my link up there. That's so sweet, William. Ah, all right. Is Michelle still here? Let's see. I'll try and invite Michelle. I don't know if she's still here. You got to turn your video on. I tried. Let's see what happens. If not, I'm inviting you, Michelle. Invite to video. Sometimes it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, I'm sorry. That's not my fault. Technical difficulties. Let's see. Still trying to figure this out. Invite sent. It says invite sent. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock. Are you here? Michelle, can you hear me? Oh, Jenny, I love your picture. I love your face. It's so nice to see you. I miss you. Is it not working, Michelle? It says, excuse me, I believe you have my stapler. Invite to speak. It's not working. Okay, I'm sorry about that, Michelle. Let's try Santa. I'm gonna try Santa. Sorry it's not working, Michelle. I think Santa might have went away. Who's here and can hop on the stage? How about that? Try and speak. I really don't know how this works. I really need to watch some other shows to see it from the other perspective because I really don't know how it works as the audience. I wish I could help, but does anybody know? Anthony's gonna come back. All right. Welcome back.
Yes, I am back. You know, you are so incredible. Let me turn up the light. You are so. Wait a minute, I didn't accept yet. Okay, there I am. Okay, now you are so incredible, and it drives me nuts when someone doesn't take you up on your free offer, which is amazing. So, I have a lot of people on the other side. But this time we're going to do my mother.
Okay. You got it.
And her name is Lorraine Cordova.
Lorraine. Calling up Lorraine. Okay. Mamacita. Why do I want to brush my
My
shoulders off?
mother. Because maybe her shoulders are dusty. Um, I knew things about my mother. She didn't exactly know where she fit
Okay.
in this world, and she was unsure about how she was going to fit on the other side.
So we're going to stop you right there. And I already got the dusting off the
Okay.
shoulders. Like, I did it. I did it. I did it.
Yes, I do know she did it eventually.
Yeah.
It was a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good while.
So it's hard with mamas and grandmamas because I say that it's just because that there's so many cliche things that fit to mamas and grandmamas. So I literally got her standing there with her hands on her hips and just like that mama glare, like, what are you up to? Like, what are you up to right now? So that's very quintessential, like mom, the mom look.
Right.
But drawing my attention to my weight and my hips, so I don't know if she struggled with her weight or feeling good about herself. Is something to do with the hip area. She could have even had like joint problems or hip problems.
Joint
She's
problems. Joint
she's showing me
problems.
the
Yes.
hips, so I'm getting discomfort. Just feeling not so great in my body. Does that make sense to you? Sorry, you're all
Hey, hold
frozen.
on. Can you hear me okay? You were going out for a
I
minute.
can now.
It's me. Hold on.
No problem.
Okay, can you hear me okay? Because my signal is spotty.
Yep,
Okay, go ahead.
it's just a little
Continue.
bit of delay, but you know what's interesting is that I just got poor network quality on my side here in New York at the same time. So isn't that funny? So mama's delaying the signal here.
Oh, yeah.
So where are you in the world, by the way?
I didn't know you were. Hey, I didn't know you were in New York. I grew up in New
Oh,
York
I'm not
on
that
Long
far north.
Island.
I'm way
In
north.
oh, you're
I'm
a
way upstate.
upstater.
I'm so upstate you can call me Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're almost in Canada. Yes, actually, that's where my friend Russell's,
That's
the
why he
one
keeps
that you
bugging
read,
me.
his son is up that way. Yeah, he's like 20 miles from the Canadian
Wow.
line.
What town?
I don't remember.
Interesting because I am about 20 miles from the border. So
Yeah, he's a
is
state
it
trooper
Northeast New
up
York or
there.
like,
Northeast,
wow,
yes.
that's so crazy. I'm curious to know now. You're going to have to tell me. I don't know if there's a way to send a private
I,
message
I'll
on Fireside, but
I'll I'll find out for sure, and I'll let you know next time we
okay,
talk.
awesome. So back to Mama.
Yeah. So our signal's good now. Yeah, back to mom.
Okay. So I don't feel like she feels like she did a good job as a mom. I feel like she was always second guessing herself. Like, should I allow this? Should I not allow that? What would my parents do? I really don't feel like she feels like she had a good example for parents, if that makes sense to you. So she was always just second guessing herself. And I don't know if she had a life partner or not, but I feel like she didn't have somebody who could help validate her. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yes.
Okay. So,
And yes, I did. My father was in the house. They stayed married
mhm,
the whole time,
mhm,
but it was rough.
mhm. So I feel like he was a very headstrong, very controlling ish, kind of just like, this is the way it is, that's the way life goes. And if you don't like it, like, I feel like he'd say, like, y'all could leave. Y'all could leave, whether it was his kids, his wife, or otherwise. It was just like, this is my house, my rules. If you don't like it, GTFO. Okay.
Hmm.
And she was just like the married woman. So like, you get married, you don't get divorced, like, you
Hmm.
stick to it, like, it's a commitment. It doesn't matter, and I don't mean to speak poorly of your dad, but it doesn't matter like how you're treated as a woman. You just kind of grin and bear it, and she felt like she had to be strong no matter what because she didn't have a support system.
Hmm.
Man, I feel like she second guessed like breakfast, lunch, dinner, school, work, play. Like, she second guessed everything.
Hmm.
It was almost as if she couldn't make a decision. Like, it was always like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I feel like she missed out on opportunity, meaning like she wanted to go back to school or she wanted to learn something and she just didn't do it. And she has so
Hmm.
many regrets for that. So many regrets for just not. She was a very intelligent person, but made to feel like she wasn't intelligent. Okay,
Hmm.
and unfortunately, it was like part of that time era, that time period. Um,
Yeah.
she didn't. She wasn't flashy. She didn't show off. She didn't like dress like. It was. your wife's dad, he was like dressed to the nines all the time, like always put together, always. But she
Mm-hmm.
was just like, I'm fine the way I am, very plain, didn't do anything showy, didn't
Mm-hmm.
didn't didn't step outside the lines. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like there was very
Oh
strict
yes.
guidelines and she did not cross them, not ever.
Mm-hmm.
And she regrets that. Like I feel like she had a little tiny spark of rebel in her heart, but she kept it buried deep
Mm-hmm.
down, right? And I feel like she encouraged her children to be who they were, and that was a problem. That was a problem in her relationship because I feel like it's black and white. It's got to be this way or the highway when it came to your dad. But for her, it was just like she, I don't know if she talked about it with her spouse, but like, I feel like she encouraged you to be who you want to be, not who you were told to be. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes. My father and I, no matter what went on in the house, so we're talking verbal abuse, physical abuse, all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
My father and I were very close,
Hmm.
and he had gifts, and I have gifts.
Hmm.
So he has come to me since his death. My mother, on the other hand, once I spread her ashes, so she stayed with me for a while,
Yep.
but once I spread her ashes, she crossed over,
Hmm.
and she hadn't contacted me until how long ago? Maybe 2 months ago.
Okay.
She
She made
did.
you laugh.
Yeah, she made me laugh. She made me laugh, like crazy laugh, like belly aching
Hmm.
laugh about something that happened, when she was alive.
So
Um,
just to pause you for just 1 second, it's not that she left or that she crossed over. She was always crossed over, but you didn't need her
oh,
up
she
until
was.
that point,
No,
right?
say that again. I don't know.
She,
Say that
you
again.
didn't need her. You didn't need her to be present until that point. She showed up because you needed it for some reason. So what was going on?
For some reason, well, there was
You
um,
did.
what was going on?
You
Jill saying
you
that.
were exhausted. You
Okay.
You needed your mama.
So Jill is saying I was exhausted, I was overworked, and all of this, and that I needed that laughter. I needed that pick me up.
Yeah,
So
you
okay.
needed the lift in spirit. So it's not that she's
Yeah.
not around or she doesn't visit you or you don't perceive her. It's that they're different frequencies and they're different energies, your mom and your dad.
Hmm.
And she doesn't feel the need. Like you are in a good place and
Hmm.
she doesn't feel the need to I guess so to speak like be right by your side. She's free
Yeah.
and you did that. You gave her that freedom by spreading her ashes. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yes, yes, yeah. Because we discussed what I would do with her remains
Hmm.
many years before she passed away. So
Hmm.
we were good. We were good.
Was it
So
was it
yeah.
under a tree?
No.
Okay.
It was not under a tree.
So for
It
me, I
was in
want
the
to be a tree,
desert.
so I wasn't sure if I was projecting that on or if it was under a
Yeah,
tree.
yeah, it was in the desert. It was in the Nevada desert.
Wow. So why the desert?
was
Um,
Arizona.
she just, what are you saying, Jill?
Was Arizona.
Yes, it was Arizona desert.
Okay.
Um, the she she just wanted to feel that she was someplace free,
Uh-huh.
just blowing in the
Well, that
wind,
makes sense to
just,
me why she said you set her free.
yeah, 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 that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah,
So
okay, cool.
hold on, there's more. Are,
Yeah,
are you
okay.
are you still working? Because I feel like you should be retired.
I just quit today.
Okay. So there's a congratulations in order. No worries, no stress. Everything's going to be fine. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I am. I would like to say I'm retired,
Mhm,
but I'm not that type of person.
mhm.
You know,
Makes sense.
Jill and I have two. With Jill and I have two shows on Fireside
Yeah.
and three shows on Fireside, and I'm getting ready to add another one.
Wow. Tell me all about
Uh,
it.
well,
If you
mm,
want to.
well, let's put it this way: you have gifts, I have gifts.
Okay.
I've been
Fantastic.
avoiding. I've been avoiding using what I do publicly for
Okay.
years.
Well, you want to
So
practice
I practice all the time.
with me
I was with
right
you.
now? You give me a reading.
Well, I don't know. I kind of may know too much about you already. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
nah.
No, you revealed a lot. Okay. All right.
You're
This is
second
what I
guessing
do.
yourself is what you're doing.
No, 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 no. I'm getting ready to tell you because I have to direct you to where I want you to go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So
ready.
what my specialty is I'm able to focus on a person's real soul, who they truly are. Okay. And all of us have some issue that maybe we've been struggling with forever or which way we need to go in life. So, what I need you to tell me is what is it that you have struggled with or something you're struggling with now and are curious about which way you should go? Then, also, what I do, uh, you probably know how to do it easy, but I can also give direction on how to get to the bottom of that issue
Okay.
and change it. So,
Okay.
and this is why I say you may have told me too much already because you've already changed probably the biggest thing you needed to change about yourself. So, that I know. That was the biggest thing you needed to change. You had to change that in order to be who you are now. If you didn't change that situation, you wouldn't be here on Fireside right now. It wouldn't have happened. All that other stuff you had kept you from growing, kept you from being who you truly are.
Hmm.
Right now, I see who you truly are. That's what I see. That's what I feel. This is why I had a need to come back and just tell you how fantastic you are.
Oh,
Because, but you need that. You need that
I
because
did need
you're
that today,
still,
especially.
yes, and you're still a little unsure. You're
Hmm.
still a little unsure, even though, oh, this is what I can do. I know I can do this, but you're still a little unsure. And you don't need to be
Hmm.
because you're fantastic. You're fantastic with who you are now. And your husband, he kind of creates a,
Wait,
I
wait.
hate to say,
Can we add two people on here? Because I'm gonna make him get on here.
oh, sure,
All
sure.
right. Hold on. Let's get his handsome face up here. Come on, William.
Come on, William.
This is so much fun.
So, yeah, you didn't expect to get read in your show.
Right? There he
There's
is.
William.
Oh, 1 second.
He's like, wait, I
Oh,
gotta put my
William.
hat back on.
Oh, you got to put your hat.
Gotta
He's
put
got
my
to.
hat
Hey,
back on.
I'm not lit right either. Wait, let me make this bigger.
This is great.
All right, cool. All right, so here's the deal. This is not in general what I believe, that when someone says, "Oh, I need someone else to complete me," I need someone to complete me. I don't believe in that. But in your case, you and William, you complete each other. It's like it's like you give each other life, life force. Let's put it that way. You give each other life force. And William, he's just a fantastic guy. William, you are a fantastic guy. You are
Yep.
kind. You are considerate. You are your heart. You're the type of person that would help anybody. Just like that. Just like that. Like for instance, I don't know if you work on cars, but if you saw someone broke down, you're the kind of guy that would pull over and help them. If you see someone that needs some help, you're that guy. You're like the guy. And I don't want to make your head fat, okay? Don't get a big fat head when I tell you this, but you're like the guy every woman dreams about. Okay, that the type of person you are, that's the type of person you are. So you may not be, 6'4", and you might not be that chiseled guy that many people think they want, but you are like the kindest, nicest, most considerate, loving person. And I can feel you now. It just like makes me happy. Just
Yep.
makes me happy to feel you. So the both of you together is just like crazy amazing. There's some people, when two people are together, they might not even, let's say there might be two people that are friends, but if I see them together, both of their energies make like one, and I get giddy. I'm like, you could replay this, and you'll see, because I didn't do this on purpose, but you can watch my expression from when I was just talking to you, Christy, and
Yep.
and then when William came up.
Yeah, you
I
get
just start
excited.
smiling and feeling. Yes, because I can feel both of you, and I just want to be close to that. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I just want to be close to that.
Yep.
You probably get, and Jill's giving me the rap sign, but you probably get like when you guys go out in public, maybe it's a state fair, or something outdoorsy. There'll be people that just come to you guys and just start talking. You know what I mean? They're just drawn to you, the both of you together. Now they might not do it when each one of you are by yourselves, but when you're together,
Yep.
they just get drawn to you, and they don't know why. They don't know why. They have no idea why, but they're just drawn to you, and they start asking you questions and stuff. So that's it. And Jill's telling me to rap because I get long winded,
That's
but
okay. You're doing great.
I love you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you both. Don't do anything to screw up what you both have. So
Not in a
don't.
million years.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay. Cool. Great.
You
How'd
did
I
great.
do?
Great. Great job.
Cool.
It was fun.
Excellent. Excellent.
How do I get
Excellent.
off of here?
Yeah. So, all right. And I'm going to get off the stage and maybe you can do a reading for
Okay.
someone. And thank you for all of
Sure.
this. Because
Thanks,
yeah,
Anthony.
that practice was a good suggestion. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Next time we're in New York, way up in New York,
Yeah.
we'll give
We
you a
we
holler.
traveled to Manhattan too.
Do you actually go to Manhattan?
Yeah.
You upstaters go to
We
Manhattan
went in
sometimes?
Yeah.
October,
Yeah.
And how long did you stay?
just a weekend.
One day.
Listen,
One day.
my
Oh my
legs and
gosh.
Grand
Did you
Central
go?
Station did not work out together
Oh,
very
you did
well.
not. Yeah.
It's such a busy
Did you go?
city, and I'm
Did you
so
go to
slow.
Chinatown?
We
Actually, we
did
got
order
food
from
from there,
Chinatown.
Yeah.
but
You got what from
we got food
Chinatown?
from there. Yeah, it was
Excellent. On
horrible
Mott
food.
Street, Mott Street or Canal Street.
Canal
Cool.
Street.
I'm taking over the show, Jill. Canal Street. Yeah.
That's
Cool.
okay.
Excellent. All right. Still, Jill's telling me to
All
rap,
All
right.
so
All
right.
right.
I gotta rap.
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave the
All
stage.
Me
right.
too.
All right. Love you
Love you
guys.
too. All right. So there's that. That was fun. Thank you so much, Anthony. Oh my goodness. And we're gonna do a quick one. So if anybody wants to hear from a crossed over loved one, let's see. Michelle says me. I tried to bring you on, Michelle. It didn't work. Oh, I can try again. Let me try again, Michelle. See my finger pointing at the screen. Oh, let me remove William. He doesn't know how to get himself off there. There we go. Goodbye, William. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Trying to get it up here. It's not working. I don't think it's working again, Michelle. I'm hitting invite to video and I don't see anything happening. Oh my goodness. You guys, it's not working. All right, we're gonna try somebody else. All right, so I guess Jill wants to come on.
Hi, Christy.
Hi, Jill. Let me invite you to video so I can
Okay.
see your lovely face.
Hello, hello. I just wanted to thank you as well,
Okay.
because when you read me last time, I followed every word, and I signed up for to resume writing with a writing challenge with a group of people,
Yay!
and I went and had my mammogram. So I really listened to you. So thank you
Fantastic.
for all of
You
that.
got the girls checked out. So I need to too. My husband keeps telling me to go. And I'm like, I really don't want to go. So
Yes, it's not a pleasant experience, but I went.
good. I'm glad to hear it. So how's the writing going?
It starts on February 1st, so I haven't
Nice.
officially started that. Although this week I did a lot of writing for my day job, and I normally don't do this much writing, so I feel like I'm gearing up for it.
Nice. That's fantastic. I'm super glad to hear it. I actually need a kick in the pants because I wrote the first chapter of my book and then I had to deal with all the stuff that was in that chapter. And then I felt like shit all the way through Christmas. And I was like, if it's just one chapter that's going to make me feel that way, what's the rest of my story going to do, So I've kind of put it off to the wayside, but I'll get back to it eventually. But I'm glad you listened.
I definitely did. I definitely did. I appreciated everything that you told me, so I appreciate that. And then just a tip for you: when you're writing nonfiction, if it gets hard like that, sometimes it's it's better to try to write it as fiction and then go back and make it nonfiction.
That makes sense.
So to get outside of your own,
For sure. Yeah, it's hard to go through all that stuff all over again. You try to forget about it, and then
Yeah.
you're trying to do something to help
Yep.
somebody else. So that's your motivation, but then it's like, I don't want to relive it. So that's a great tip. Thank you.
Exactly right. You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome.
Well, thanks for popping on. I'm glad to hear from you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And I'll talk to you again soon, I'm sure. Bye, Anthony.
Absolutely.
See you guys later. All right. So let's see. All right. I still have a hard time trying to figure out which button to push on here. All right. Let's look here. Who's left? Let's try this one. Invite. So I sent an invite out to Melissa. Let's try Melissa. We're going to go a little bit over tonight. I hope Fireside doesn't cut me off. Hello, Melissa.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me on video. It's been a rough night trying to get people on.
I know.
So, is this your first time watching me?
Yes, actually.
Awesome. So I'm glad you popped on stage and you were brave enough to get on camera. A lot of people are just like, no. So the way that this works for me is I'm human. I do the best that I can, but I basically give you a chance to connect with one or two people. I'm going to say one tonight just because it's so late. Do you have someone you want to talk to?
Yes.
Okay. And I just need their name and their relationship to you.
Brian. And he's my son.
Last name for Brian?
Safinas.
Can you spell that for me? Just out of curiosity. I have this weird thing of like knowing how things operate. So
S like in Sam.
Mhm.
F like in Frank. INAS like in Sam.
Ooh, I spelled that really wrong. Okay. I'm so sorry for your loss. I couldn't imagine losing a child. Let me see what I get here. So I've been suffering with this stomach pain all day. I don't know where it came from, but it seems to be getting worse now that I'm talking to you. Is there any relation to that with him?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just writing. I don't normally write, but I feel the need to write. Lower abdomen.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know which side the appendix is on, so I'm going to say my left side. That's where the discomfort's coming from. Does that make sense to you at all?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just curious for my own body.
Your appendix is on your right.
Okay, well, thanks for that. I always thought it was on the right, but I thought somebody told me it was on the left. But anyway, so I'm getting the discomfort in my left side. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so apparently he's been with me all day and waiting for this chance. So I have goosebumps right now. Just give me 1 second. Because all I can feel is that discomfort. Did it like take over his life, or like was it really severe? I'm not understanding like why the focus on the abdomen.
I don't think it took over his life, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. So I'm getting a feeling in my body of a slowing down. So I don't know if it was just like something to do with the organs and then the body slowed down and just stopped operating. It's almost as if kind of like the feeling of when you go to sleep, like everything starts to just shut down. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for that validation. And now it's traveling to my heart and my lungs, that slowing down feeling. Okay. Thank you for that. So sometimes when I connect with somebody that's crossed over, I'll get words or pictures in my mind. The connection to Brian is very physical. So, like, I'm feeling the physical body, and he's like bringing me through the process of the body shutting down. Was he very old when he passed?
He was 30.
Oh, my goodness. You have a 30-year-old son. Um, Okay, so boys are usually less mature, even though a 30-year-old, like, I feel like his maturity level wasn't 30. Does that make sense to you? So by that I mean he was kind of goofy, like, silly, and kind of acted like a teenager-ish, kind of, in his everyday life. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than he acted like he was 18, not 30. Does that make sense to you?
Hmm.
Okay. Um, you don't look old enough to have a 30-year-old, but my daughter's going to be 30 next year, so I can relate. Um, he's drawing my attention to his face. So I don't know if he, like, lost weight in his face, or, like, something happened with his face. It almost feels like it's being, like, drawn in, like weight loss, or, like, I don't understand what it means. The translation, I'm not getting it for that. So I don't understand why he's drawing my attention to the face. Um, Did he say shut up a lot? So I literally just heard, like, no, shut up. No, shut up. I don't know what that means. No, shut up. Um, Hold on. Let me just go with the flow here. I don't know if he's like, he wanted to talk about what was going on with himself and he was stopped. Like, that's the no, shut up. Don't talk about it. Don't tell people. So I don't know if he was, like, sick and just didn't realize it and didn't tell anybody. And he's just like, nope, just shut up. Just, you're fine. Just pushed it off to the side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't, normally I would attribute something like this to cancer, but I don't feel like it was cancer. I feel like it was just something that just happened. And it's like a series of an unfortunate events that he didn't pay attention to.
Yep.
Okay. I can handle it. That's what he was like. I can handle it. Like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. He was a tough guy. Like, he's just like, it's no big deal. I feel like that's kind of his attitude towards everything, though. Like, everything, he faced everything like it was no big deal in his life. He doesn't draw my attention to anyone else but you. So that doesn't mean that he didn't have a significant other or children, but his attention was towards you. So to me, that would mean that you had a really good, really close relationship, like mama's boy kind of thing. My son's 22, so I get it. There's a really close bond between us. Was he your only son?
No.
Okay. So there was a special connection. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story that might help you in this lifetime. I don't know if you believe in reincarnation, or that we come back, but I will tell you my own personal experience that I had a very special connection with my son in this lifetime that I didn't understand. Okay. And you have that same connection with Brian. And for me, I had to find out what that connection was, as well as other things in my life that were just kind of going crazy. And I went and I do past life regression, but before I started doing it, I went to go see someone, so I could experience it, so I could explain to people what it was like. You know, there's no better referral than yourself, right? So when I questioned the past life regressionist why I had this special connection to my son, and the answer was, this isn't the first lifetime that I've had him, but this was the first lifetime that I got to keep him. Okay. So you didn't get to keep your son in this lifetime, but there will be a lifetime where you do get to have that entire life cycle. Does that make sense to you? Okay. So I feel like I really needed to relay that message to you, because suffering the loss of a child is the most unspeakable thing, but suffering the loss of a child that you had such a bond to is completely unbearable. And, like, I feel like I know a lot of people that, for me in my family, I was the baby, so I was the special child. For him, he might have not been the baby, but he was the special child. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
So the siblings were jealous of that connection, and there's nothing that you did to make the other children feel like they were less than. It's just that you can't deny that connection, and you still have that now. You feel him around you. He leaves you little gifts and presents. You recognize it, you validate it, you say thank you. You talk to him all the time. He sits there right on the couch next to you, like you sitting there crying, sobbing your eyes out, talking to him. He's right there holding your hand, Mom, like holding your hand through it all. He's always there with you. I feel like you had a conversation with him. Like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you say something sooner? Right? And it's always the same answer. Oh, Mom, right? All kids are like, oh, Mom. So it's not like he did it purposely. There was a tiny bit of fear there, not something he would admit, right? It was afraid of it. He was afraid of it being something more than what he thought it was. So if he brushed it off, then it really wasn't as serious. You know what I mean? So he felt by brushing it off that if he didn't acknowledge it, then it couldn't be anything bad. Okay. So he's bearing responsibility for that, so to speak. Does he have a boy too? Because he's
No.
showing me a little boy. So does he have a younger brother?
Yep.
Okay, so there's that connection. So he's showing me like him kicking him in the butt. So I don't know if he's like literally giving him a kick in the butt, but you know, it's just that connection, that relationship, like little brother, give him a kick in the pants, whatever. It's his way of showing his, I guess, brotherly love. So did he do stuff like that? Like give him a kick in the pants or what? All right. So it's important for you to know that there's rarely any mom in the entire world that can have intuitive powers to know when there's something wrong, but you knew that there was something wrong. Did you
Yeah.
question him about it?
Yeah.
Okay. And did he say, oh, Mom, like, it's fine?
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing you could have done. No matter how hard you tried, no matter how much you beat on his head and like knocked on his skull because he was thick-headed, there's nothing you could have done. You've got to take that burden off your shoulders, okay? You've got to let that go. He wants you to live your life in peace and happiness, knowing that he's always there beside you, and especially in the car. So I don't know if you have like car chats, but like I feel like you really hammered down on him in the car. So I would attribute that to your alone time, you know. Do you have any questions for him or anything that I can help answer for you?
I guess I just want to know if his passing was peaceful because he waited till I left the hospital that night.
Would you expect anything less from him?
I guess not.
Yeah. So he gave you the gift of not having to witness that. But no matter what happened when he passed, it was over with quickly. Okay. So he wasn't afraid. And he wasn't, it wasn't long and drawn out. Okay. I feel like, did he have like fluids or like something coming up? So like fluid in the lungs, fluid in the trachea, fluid. I'm hearing fluids like the breathing was really wet and rattly. Does that make sense to you?
I'm a nurse, so I can play 1,000 scenarios. He didn't when I left, but yes, it could have.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that even if there was a struggle, like it wasn't as if he experienced it himself. That was just his body shutting down. Okay. So there was no suffering. What Why is he showing me a cat or a kitten?
He had a cat.
Okay. So did his cat pass though?
No.
No, okay. So I don't know why he was showing me the cat or the kitten. I feel like it's a kitten. Somebody's going to get a kitten. I don't know what that means. It's going to show up on your doorstep. I have no idea. Anyway, I feel like he's bringing the cat to you, so don't turn it away. Do you not
Okay.
like cats?
I'm allergic to them, but
Okay. That's funny because it's almost as if he's laughing like, I'm going to make her keep a cat even though she's allergic to it. But that would be kind of like him, like, oh, mom. So, all right, I have like 5% battery left. My phone's going to die and I don't want to leave you hanging. So just know that he is at peace and that it wasn't painful. It wasn't long. It wasn't drawn out. And he's going to like literally be glued to your side till it's your time, and he will hold your hand. And he's telling me that you're going to be very old. And gray. You got a long life to live, so live it in his honor and memory. Okay?
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being brave and getting on camera. And thanks for joining Fireside and watching me. Y'all have a good night. All right, Melissa, I'm going to take you off the stage. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. All right. So guys, my battery is dying. Y'all kill my battery. Either that, it's the spirits. But thank you, Brian, for helping out and doing the best that you can to talk to me. Thank you to Anthony and Jill and everyone else who joined the stage and just participate in this fireside chat. I love being here. I love helping out, and I really appreciate all the kind words and the encouragement. And I will be back.